Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my Facebook Live this week. I'm a day late and normally I do Tuesday's talk with Grada, but the week got away from me. And I am very happy to be back. So I'm sitting in my own beautiful space where I see clients 3 days a week, which is my favorite spot on whole of planet Earth. So this week, I have been working with clients who've been really struggling with positive thinking or controlling their monkey mind. So I want to shed some light on how to be with all the different parts of your mind so that you can actually start to experience real peace and a peaceful feeling and deep tranquility inside your own body, right? So I want to unpack that a little bit. A lot of people they fight with their own mind, and maybe you can relate to it, or maybe you don't relate to fighting with your own mind, but you're actually feeling tired. You're feeling tired in the morning when you wake up and you get no reprieve, you don't feel restful, and you don't feel that inner peace that you really crave. You know that it exists somewhere, but you're not getting it, right? And so there are many reasons for that. And I used to be like that myself. So for probably the first 40 years of my life, I was very strict with my lifestyle, with my thinking. I've always been on a path of spiritual journey, like a spiritual seeker, you could say. And I've had lots of kids. I've studied humanity. I love human behaviors. And I'm always looking for a shortcut that gives me maximum benefit, like better health, more wealth and happiness, and of course especially peace in my own body. So I used to fight my own mind a lot, and this used to go on in the backdrop of a busy lifestyle. I don't think my kids were even perhaps so aware of it, and unbeknownst to me I was very fractured in my mind. And then I started to suffer from panic attacks, and that was exacerbated when I had an accident where I was hit by a truck. And after that I really had to apply true healing, otherwise I just didn't have the energy to recover my body, right? And so what I realized was that as part of my recovery, and all my filters were gone, I'd also experienced a near-death experience. My nervous system had been put through the ringer. What I realized was that controlling my thinking and practicing positive thinking religiously, like I was my own thought police, that was paying off very little. Like it wasn't really changing much for me in my life. And I had a period where I needed to find help in a psychiatric hospital. This was in 2008 because I had like so bad panic attacks that I couldn't function anymore. My whole world had fallen apart. And I received more training there in how to control my thinking. So CBT, you've heard of that, cognitive behavioral therapy, which does have a place for sure, but it's not going to give you the big bang for your bucks, and it didn't really transform anything for me. I just became a more vigilant thought police, right? So we had to catch our thoughts, we had to check in on our thoughts, and then we had to change our thoughts. So I'm sure you have heard of the law of attraction, where people say what you think about is what you attract in your life, right? And to an extent, that's true. But I want you to know, and this is the positive part of the story, while I was really in a dark place of my life and working so hard to keep my thought frequency high, but I was really struggling and failing miserably. It wasn't working because my mind was broken. In the meantime, there was another force working on my behalf, and you could perhaps call that force life or the universe or my own life force. And little by little, my life started to I started to heal, but it was in spite of my thinking processes, not because of it. So this is hope for everyone of you who is listening and you're blaming yourself that, something bad happened last week, it must be my fault because I didn't keep good control of my thinking. I know there are lots of people like that, and it just creates a lot of stress and resistance in your body. And what we resist persists. And not only that, what we resist builds up energy of resistance, which creates pressure, which eats away at your joy. It's impossible to feel joyful and happy when you have a lot of resistance in your body. And of course, happiness is really ultimately what it's all about for everyone. So what I started to realize as part of my recovery in this nearly 20 years ago was that, okay, I'm working so hard with my thinking, but it's not really working. But I woke up one day and suddenly I felt different, right? I felt like suddenly the clouds have lifted. There was a chemical shift in my body, and my body was actually doing that itself. And then also there were shifts, other positive shifts in my life, like the business took off. I attracted a good support team. My children grew up to be wonderful people. All the worries, all the catastrophizing that I'd been doing in the back of my mind, none of that came true. So here's another reassuring thing for you. You could be catastrophizing. It could be part of your nature. It's part of my nature. I inherited that from my ancestors. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a catastrophic life at all. Life will still carry you to your goals. And what's really important here is, I don't mean that you need to be lazy with your thinking, but most of my clients or people who listen to me are already doing a lot of work to getting their thoughts right. They know that they are the driver behind the steering wheel, and the car is your subconscious mind, or the bigger part of you. And most people know my habitual thinking needs to be good, and you need to have a right mindset. So a really good mindset, that I always tell everyone, that's more important than all the individual thoughts that you might have. You always need to come from a mindset, why is this happening for me? And put "for" in big capital letters, right? Because the universe is your best friend. And even if you don't believe that, you don't have to believe it, by the way. Einstein, he said that's the most important question to ask yourself. Is the universe a force of benevolence? Is it your best friend, in other words, or is it not? And 10% of people who really understand and believe that the universe is their best friend, and why is this happening for me? Why is this happening for me? Why is that situation happening for me? Those people do really, really well, and they overcome hurdles, and they are successful and happy. And also scientists have realized that those people have more activity in their left frontal lobe, which is connected to your soul, of course, right? So here's the thing. As long as you come from the mindset, the universe is my best friend, and I'm going to encourage you to practice that. Just practice that for a fortnight and see what changes for you. So it's not about whether you believe it or not. It's for you to get the full benefit of a better life, right? And then secondly, you look around and terrible things do happen to people. We have hardships and hurdles and heartbreak, and you get maximum benefit from all of that when you keep asking yourself, why is that happening for me? That's what I did when I got hit by a truck. I was left for dead. The truck driver didn't care. That was an injury to my soul. And I didn't say to myself ever, I never said, why did this happen to me? Why me? I didn't say that, because I knew if I started to go down that path, there's no comeback from that. So I immediately asked my soul or myself, why is this happening for me? So that can be the best mindset for you. But then the universe and life will actually support you to unravel that for you. So you start to discover, why did this happen for me? And then you get the big fat diamonds from that experience that are beautiful gifts for you that you can use once you've come through that experience and you're out the other end. Usually there is increased freedom, increased happiness, increased inner strength, deeper connection to your own soul, and all the rest. All right, so this is a bit of a long ramble, But I just want you to realize, don't be your own thought police all day long, because that's going to drain your energy. And then when you do have moments of peace and quiet, or you feel like a sense of calmness in yourself, often it doesn't last long, because here's another trigger, and then the war starts again, right? And so it's not an easy road to be at peace in yourself, but it's totally achievable for all of us. And so as part of my recovery, I realized just working with my thinking patterns isn't going to do the trick for me. I will run out of energy. I will probably not recover mentally. I will spend the rest of my life perhaps, as like dysfunctional. I won't be able to work or do anything. So I started to work with a different system, and this is called your master system. And the master system is your energetic system that operates everything in your life behind the scenes. So I received training, which meant I was on the receiving end, and I had these amazing feelings in my body, like such enormous relief that it was beyond what I call, a ceasefire. Previously, if I experienced peaceful moment, it was like, okay, all the parts of me put their weapons down. And now when I was receiving energy medicine, I call it, which is a restoration of your energetic field, which is the master system, it's like instantly stresses were gone and they never returned. And so that is true peace, like true peace and tranquility and calm is different to just putting your weapons down for a day or two and then you pick them up and you start the fight again. So real peace in your body can be experienced when all the different parts of your body are integrated and become each other's friends. And this is an ongoing process, by the way, for the rest of your life. Like, we all need to realize we're on that journey where all the different parts of us need to become each other's best friend. And sounds funny, doesn't it? But as a child, during our childhood, we all split up into many, many different personalities. And so we have, it's like we have a whole kindergarten running around inside of us, right? So these days, for instance, to use an example, if I am triggered by something, let's say I might feel annoyed or frustrated because life still happens and there's a problem or something is hurting me, I immediately tune in to that part. Like, not all of me is hurting, right? There's always just a part of me that's like going, I'm here, I'm feeling so annoyed and frustrated. And before that goes on for too long, I connect to that part and I just ask myself straight away, okay, I see you. How old are you? How old is this part? And I will usually immediately get an answer because I've done this work with me for so long. So my body will tell me, this part of my body will tell me, I'm 3 years old, right? And then I just put my hand on my heart usually and I say, okay, what's going on for you right now? And then usually I get an image or the story is there. And I just send that part of me love and appreciation and acknowledgement and self-compassion. So I might even say, I'm so sorry that this is happening and I love you unconditionally. And straight away there is like an opening in my nervous system where peace and calm starts to flow in again. So this is how you can use your monkey mind, put it to good use, right? You're connecting to the inner children. So in my work, I do a lot of inner child work, shadow work, parts integration, and then I put all of that together energetically. So the energy, the primary system that us bodies, body, mind and soul, every part of us is run on, is our energetic system, our invisible energetic system. And it's called the master system that contains the keys to everything. And when I work with my clients, I always make sure that their master system is in complete unison, completely calm and integrated, calm, talking to each other, And my clients feel lighter, happier, and connected to their own innermost self. Your own innermost self is already at peace, always. Your true essence is always already love and light. It sounds like cliche, but it's actually the truth. It's already peaceful in there. And we just need to dive down deep enough for you to dip into it and feel that. And then every day can be an experience where you feel more at peace in yourself, no matter what happens around you, right? And so the best way to explain that is probably, this is the real self, right? The real you, that's your immortal self, because we are 99.999% energy, and energy is information. So you're a field of information that's immortal, that's always been there and always will be there. And then we come into our personality when we decide, or when we are incarnated here, and then our current mind, which you can call the monkey mind, is always just going up and down, like you hear something on the news, you see something online, something happens, you get a ticket from a parking ticket or worse, and so all the time this is what's happening with us, right? And we can't control this part of us by just scrutinizing our thinking all the time or being the thought police, but we can reach incredibly peaceful and calm by bringing the two minds together and allowing your monkey mind to get resources from your real self, from your true essence, right? So if you want to experience true peace, or you want to experience more abundance, you want to be free from pain in your relationships or in your body, doesn't matter where the pain is, please book in for a session with me. I also have this amazing program where I coach you and laser coach you and heal you. We work together, by the way, so I activate your own inner healer, I should say, over 8 weeks, and we can work on a specific topic where you want to just create a lot of movement and freedom, or areas of your life that have been stuck for a long time. And this can come from your ancestors, it doesn't matter where it comes from, because together we can uncover it and free you from all of that. So I'll put the links in the little article below. But just for now, I meant to do this earlier. One way to really change the chemistry in your body and increase peace and harmony is by crossing your hands like this, and then you rest your hands on your heart center like there. And so when you cross your hands like this, the right and left side of your brain become friends. They suddenly talk to each other. And then on top of that, you're resting your hands on your heart center here, which actually changes the chemistry in your body straight away. And it releases oxytocin, which is the cuddle hormone, the beautiful feeling that you get when you cuddle somebody that you love, and it releases these love hormones. And on top of that, your breath is your own spirit. So we can breathe into the body right now for a few minutes and just achieve this beautiful sense of freedom. You can do this with me. Just close your eyes and relax your body. And just sink into your own essence, allowing the left and the right brain to just calm down and be friends with each other. Breathing into your body, breathing in your own spirit, and breathing out. And just feel every part of your body soften and relax. And feel your feet on the floor. So this is a grounding practice where you become very calm inside your body. It always feels much safer to be deeply connected inside your body rather than to be chasing something outside of your body. So inside of your body is peace, safety, security, stability, intelligence of the highest order, the divine, ultimate consciousness, connection with everything and you feel this connection to the unified field all around you, knowing that you're not alone. You're never alone. You've never been alone. You're connected to everything. You're being held and you're being carried. Everything is happening for you. Everything is unfolding for you. Every day, in every way, your life's getting better and better. And just drop all your stresses and issues through your feet into the ground. So imagine you have 2 little drain holes in your feet. Just drop them. Drop all the toxic energy through your feet into the ground. And just allow your body to release and relax and go back into your natural state. And then when you can open your eyes, give yourself a nice big loving hug. And just doing this practice even for 3 minutes changes the chemistry in your body for 6 hours, where you feel more peaceful, more grounded, and like good things start to come into your life. They start to flow towards you, like true love and abundance and beautiful peace, less frustration, less trigger, all of that, it's all coming your way. Thank you for watching, everyone, and hope that you enjoyed this session with me. Have a really wonderful week, and I'll be back with you again Tuesday, all being well. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Stay safe.